Now that you've learned the importance of leadership agility and how to apply different leadership styles based on the situation, are you wondering how to get better at this? Do you wonder what to do when an employee is excelling in one part of their job but struggling with another part? Do you wonder how else to apply this model? If you're curious about any of these questions, you will find this video beneficial. Welcome back to Agile Growth with Shri, a resource that helps entrepreneurs, CEOs, and business owners become better leaders. This is the sixth and final video in our six-part video series on leadership agility. In this video, we'll explore how to apply the situational leadership model at a more granular level and how to get the greatest value from this model. The situational leadership model can be applied at many different levels. For example, if you're the CEO of a business, you could plot the different functions on the readiness matrix. Where would the sales, HR, finance, marketing, operations, engineering, or IT functions fall in terms of skill and will? Now, this will help you recognize which functions need a lot of your attention versus which functions can consistently deliver without much intervention from you. Another way to apply this model is to plot all of your direct reports on the readiness matrix and figure out which leadership style would work best with which team member. After you have done this, you might be wondering, what do you do when your employee is great at one part of their job and you can delegate confidently, but is struggling in another part of their job and you don't feel confident in delegating to them? In such situations, you need to apply the model in a more granular way. To do so, you would expand each of your direct reports roles into 3 to 4 areas of responsibility and then plot that on the readiness matrix to gain a more granular view. For instance, let's say you have a direct report and his name is Mike. You might determine that Mike is responsible for 4 different areas in his job. It could be around people management, project management, client management, and reporting. So you would evaluate Mike in terms of skill and will for each of these areas. You might find that Mike has high skill and high will with people management, high skill and low will with client management, low skill and high will with project management, and low skill and low will with reporting. Now, this will help you recognize that you can't use a single style with Mike. You can delegate people management to Mike, but you will have to motivate Mike on client management. When it comes to project management, you'll have to support and coach Mike on it. But finally, when it comes to reporting, you will have to be directive. Now, this might seem like a lot of work, but consider the alternative. Imagine you choose to delegate all of the areas of responsibility to Mike or be directive in all the areas. This will lead to poor outcomes and a lot of wasted effort. You will be better served by being more thoughtful in your approach. The value of doing this is that over time, you'll be able to move your team over to the top right, or alternatively, recognize that they're not in the right role. Now, this will give you more options in how you manage the talent on your team. I would like to make one last recommendation. After you have gotten comfortable with this model, you want to introduce this model to your team. One way to start is have each member of your team plot themselves on the readiness matrix, and then you share your assessment. Now, this can be very helpful to see if you're well aligned or if there's some disconnects or some blind spots. Once your team is aware of this model, the next time they approach you with a challenge or a project, you could ask them, how would you like me to approach the situation? Should I be directing? Should I be motivating? Should I be guiding? Or can I just delegate this to you? Introducing this model to your team will help you all have a common language that can be very valuable in raising the performance of your entire team. Over time, your team members can use it with their direct reports and they can develop greater leadership agility. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Wishing you the very best with leading with greater agility. Watch out for my next video series on designing and running effective meetings. Bye for now.